Alzheimer's, digestive disorders, chronic fatigue. These are all symptoms of gut dysbiosis. And so I kind of diving into this challenge wanted to say, like, if you're dealing with these symptoms, like, let's do this challenge together. And essentially, it's a challenge of weeding out things that are harmful to your diet, right? Like um, heavy sugarous foods, right? Like processed foods, acidic foods. At the same time, like, I'm not gonna throw it all out at the end of the year. Like, I love my wine with my dinner, and like, there's balance. But I really want to bring to attention with this challenge that we can do both. We can feed our belly good things, and we can still enjoy our lives, right? This is wellness. Wellness is this incredible balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being, all grouped into one. Um, so what else did I want to say? So, like I said, acidic foods, preservatives, synthetic drugs, antibiotics, those are all things that can feed bad microbes for your belly that can lead to these gut dysbiosis. But what is really helpful? So, yeah, I'll be enjoying, but I'm also going to be incorporating my fruits and veggies, my fermented foods, um, probiotics for sure, and exercise. Actually, this Thanksgiving, my friends, they stepped out for like a nice half an hour walk and just reminded me, like, get outside, move your body if you have a big meal. In fact, athletes have been known to have better diversity of gut microbes in their belly just because they have consistent exercise. And then lastly, fiber. So fiber was brought to my attention, and this is something that I'm really going to be stressing and educating myself and our community on throughout this challenge. But really, less than 3% of the population in the US is getting enough fiber in their diets, and it's become one of our most prevalent deficiencies. And we know that Doterra offers a fiber supplement now, came out, I think, late last year, right? So that's something that I really want to focus on. Like, how can we incorporate good vitamins and nutrients in our food around us, and then supplementing? So this challenge is now really going to focus on the Healthy Habits Kit, or really the Cleanse and Restore Kit. So our Lifelong Vitality Pack is in there, Zendocrine Complex, and the soft gels. The Zendocrine system is meant to support our liver, our kidneys, and our colon in detoxification. And the next part of the protocol is called GX Assist, and this is where fiber comes in and helps our colon actually get rid of those toxins that our liver and our kidney has been excreting and wanting to get out. And then all the while we're utilizing oils, right? So frankincense, the DDR Prime supplement system is all about those antioxidant rich oils. And then lastly, once we've cleansed our gut for the first half to two-thirds of the challenge, we're gonna go ahead and replenish our gut with probiotics, good microbes. And hopefully by, the first month of the new year, we've reset our belly. We've incorporated incredible good healthy habits like good nutrition, exercise, lifelong vitality pack, and you can take those supplements and just run for it with it for the rest of the year. So
That's so amazing. And hey, Teddy, is this your birthday? Is today your birthday?
My birthday? No. No.
Because you
she's
have a
just feeling
Leo.
laid.
I just noticed.
Oh, I just wanted to be Christmassy. I put a hat on and
Oh,
I was sweating. It's
Aw.
Hawaii. I can't wear a Santa hat during the day, so I put on
oh, we want
just
to
a
see your
little.
Santa hat. Please put it back.
Okay,
Love
all
it.
right, I will because it's
Happy
super fun.
holidays.
So
She's
And I
gonna.
like to lick you,
it's
Is that a
Mama.
Dalmatian one? No, it's Cheetah. I love
no,
Oh
it's
my
a
it.
gosh, and
leopard.
it's an animal print
It's
one.
a
That's so cute.
leopard. It's a leopard
I love
uh,
it.
hat. So I'll wear it until I
I
just
love
start
it.
to get too hot.
Uh, Christmas in Hawaii and Brazil, definitely different experiences because
Yeah,
it's so hot.
no snow
It's
here.
summertime. It's like the height of summer in Brazil, and also in Hawaii, it's never cold, right? So very different. But I'm grateful for that. But I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. on everything that Sasha and shared, we've talked about the mind and gut connection and how she mentioned that, right? So we say that your digestive system is your second brain, and one thing that is super important, and for me was just a moment of like, whoa, a bulb light, like a light bulb went off, was to understand that if our microbiome, our stomach, right, like our digestive probiotics, all this stuff that we're feeding, if it's not good, that's why we talk about probiotics. It's the food for your microbiome. If you tend to have brain fog, or even if your memory is really bad, that probably can have a connection to what your microbiome is like right now. And going back to the Essential Glow challenge that we've talked about, right? So we talk about implementing simple healthy habits every day. And even the word healthy sometimes can be scary for people, because they're like, oh my gosh, I have to give up everything that I love. Because I talked to one of my good friends about it, and she said, I know, but I don't know if I can give up this and these things that she really loves and gives her pleasure of eating and consuming. And it's not about that. It's not about that at all. It's about adding good things in, and you still live your life, and go live your life as you do already. And that's what's really powerful. We have Debbie in our Doterra family. She's not here, but she'll be here soon. She was talking about how one change that she implemented, which was to add the supplements to her daily life, completely changed her numbers when she went back to the doctors just about a month ago. And she's going to come here and talk about it through the challenge, to tell her story on this one simple habit. Nothing crazy. She didn't change how she ate or drank or, exercise routines or none of that. Obviously, do I recommend it? Absolutely. I always encourage people to give it a try, right? But it's not something that can be difficult and depriving. I think that's another word that we always think about. Oh my gosh, healthy deprivation. It's not that at all. It's adding and stacking and making this part of your life in a very, very easy way. So when we talk about also doing challenges, why do we do challenges? We can very much just share with you protocols and tell you to do this thing, right? But the reason why we love challenges, and I thrive in challenges, is because I feel that I'm not alone. And if you are in that space of, I don't know where to start, I don't want to do this by myself, and I mean, you belong, everybody belongs here. I always say this, right? The sense of belonging for me has been such a blessing to know that I have this community, but also to have this accountability that is not judgmental, that is based on positive reinforcement, and we giving good advice for you to be able to thrive, and you can depend on this group to be able to give you all of the tools that you need. But also, the most important is the trustworthy environment that we have. So we're going to run this in our private group. So if you want to be part of it, please just send us a message. You're more than welcome to join in. We'll add you to that group. You're going to be seeing some of the information we're going to be sharing here on Hacks and also the platforms at the same time. We are going to do something different. We're going to do 30 minutes of Sasha explaining, she beautifully does this, explaining about gut health, and she's going to do her gut health class. And the other 30 minutes will be continuing education on each of the tools that we use for you to make sense of things. So if you are like Christina, uh, very science-based, which I love, you need to learn why it works. So, and that's where I want her to chime in on her way of doing this.
Yeah. It's really interesting. I feel like the supplement part of doTERRA is sometimes the one thing that people need a little bit more of a nudge to start. But once you do start taking these amazing supplements, you realize how beneficial they are and how they make your body feel so amazing. For example, it took me a while to start taking the LLV, the Lifelong Vitality Pack, which is 3 different supplements. I don't know, just all my life, I'm not a supplement taker. So it was hard for me to start, but I started taking it, loved it. And then the box ran out because it's a 30-day supply, right? So then my 30 days was up. I didn't have it on my next little like order, and then I was a little bit upset like about 5 days later after my supplements had run out, because then I started feeling the effect that it had on my body again. Um, I've been involved in car accidents and sports and being rough on my body my whole life, and so I do have just standard aches and pains, some worse than others in different areas, and those are the areas that just drastically I felt relief. I'm just going to say I felt relief. And it's interesting how you don't realize how you feel that relief until that it comes back, and you don't have the relief anymore, right? So it's just kind of like your immunity, right? You've got your immunity, and then when something breaks that barrier, then you're like, what happened? So it takes those little wake up calls. Um, but I think that it's a beneficial thing for everybody, like you were mentioning. Not only has the Lifelong Vitality Pack been life changing for me, also there are women specific supplements that have been designed for our hormones, and it's called the phytoestrogen supplements. And along with the Clary Calm essential oil blend, I have found amazing help in my in my daily or in my monthly menses, um, in many different aspects of it. I could go into it, but I'm not going to. But it's just so helpful, all of these different things. And the great thing about DoTerra, and not only the oils but the supplements as well, is that they spend so much time and energy into the research of these products and making sure that it really is the best thing for our body. And it's hitting the goals that doTERRA is designing these things for, right? So recently, actually, there was some reformulations that happened, and again, that's just because they discovered through different processes that they could do better. And so, for example, one of the things is the iodine. Where they source iodine from, it used to be kelp, but they discovered that, I'm a marine biologist, so I know there's so many different little organisms and creatures that live in kelp. um, and so you cannot be 100% sure that you're not getting some sort of a shellfish in there, and there are shellfish allergies in the world's population. So they wanted to be 100% sure that there weren't these types of random impurities that would happen, or potentials for allergies. They just want to make sure these supplements are 100% the best, and what they can be for us. So I appreciate that about the science team and the researchers at doTERRA, always looking out for the for us, really.
And that is the
And
trust part, right?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
I did want to mention a couple other things. You guys were talking about gut health and fiber, and I've spoke to people about fiber and things like that, and a lot of times what I'm hearing is folks are worried about taking fiber supplements because they feel that it might work with their bowels in a way that they are unhappy with, and that they might need to rush off to the restroom when they're not expecting to. Right? Do you know what I'm saying? Um, but actually, that's not really what fiber does. And Sasha, I'm sure, will go into her gut health class. But fiber helps the system in more ways than loosening. It's whatever your system needs. That's what fiber offers it. So if it needs loosening, it will loosen it. If it needs tightening, it will tighten it. Like, fiber is just an all around really nice, healthy thing for your body, and dealing with toxins and things like that. So
Christina,
don't
in
be scared.
fact, yes, in fact, I think that's a misconception too about fiber. For I've helped people that have had, I know, maybe TMI, but we all do it, right? We're all going to the bathroom, so hopefully.
Yeah.
And if you have,
Right.
I've had this before, this situation with two clients of mine. They had loose, watery, right? And fiber actually helps solidify because it absorbs the water and adds bulk to it. So when you have bulk to your number two, you have less chance of one being constipated or, like Christina said, or having that situation that was their main issue, right? So and that says
Or
a lot about
overeating.
your gut. That's right, that's such an important thing, right? And that is one thing to look for, to know how your gut's doing, is the end result.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
one of our nutritionists, she only speaks Portuguese, unfortunately. I would love to have her speak on this for us, but she says, always look for banana. That's how you know
Yes.
it's perfect and healthy.
Nice and healthy.
Yes, yes. Hey Teddy,
Yeah.
you've done the cleanse and restore, right? You've helped so many people to do
Yes.
that, the 30-day challenges.
Yep.
So what has been your experience with doing that, especially for the new year?
So I actually I've been using supplements for over 20 years. So, and again, like Christina, when I was introduced to DoTerra, it took me a while to take to try their lifelong vitality pack because I was finishing other things, and that's what I'm finding is when people are into supplements, they're like, oh, I just started something new, and so it might take them a while. They're going to have to finish their stuff. But once I started the Lifelong Vitality Pack, I replaced like 12 different things in my cabinet. And talk about a value. And I was just telling this to one of my clients yesterday. Was it yesterday? Saturday. So I was just telling them that, if you're taking supplements, you're already going to, Whole Paycheck or the local health food store, reading labels, and the LRP program, which we'll get into a little later, you're saving. You can actually get more of supplements and oils by consuming the Lifelong Vitality regularly on a monthly basis. And I get a lot of compliments for my age, and some people say, oh, it's genetics, and this and that, and it's like the genetics can take you so far, but I've actually have been really self-caring for myself for the last 25 years, doing cleanses and supplementation, and teaching yoga for over 15 years, drilling down into a meditation practice and being who I want to be, but I have a fun side. Okay, so there is balance, to everything, like Sasha mentioned, you don't have to, sacrifice everything. The cleanses are temporary, the fasting is temporary, so nothing is temporary, but usually you'll get a good result if you do something like that, doing the cleanses
It
or the
has
fasting.
it has to be sustainable, right? It has to be something
Right,
sustainable.
right, it has to be
Because then
sustainable.
Right, because then you won't do it. You're just gonna last
Right.
for that short period of time. And the whole goal of us being able to do this and do this challenge and give you support and is to remember that every cell in our body is intelligent, and if we give
Yeah.
the right environment, the body is designed to heal itself. So, and that is what we do in this journey, is to to for me it's been very freeing to literally free myself from that bondage of disease, and be
Right.
able to take back my power, my health, and claim. And I made a post about this weekend, and claim your birthright to live healthy, happy, and whole. That is your
Well, Pam,
birthright.
you
And
and I have both had precancerous cells in our life, and we both have handled it through supplementation and diet. So yeah, I
Mhm.
tell people all the time. I had it twice in my life, and my doctor wanted to operate and remove parts of my body, and I went for a second opinion, and I did it all natural, and I still have every part of my body intact.
Yeah, it's so amazing, isn't it? And it's us learning how to understand this perfect machine, because your body's perfect.
Yeah.
Many times I didn't think so. I thought my body was failing me, but I was failing my body. So, and that is the beauty of this journey, is to be able to understand that much of the way that we think healthcare should go is definitely it's different from what we learn in, in the masses, right? Like it's different what we are taught than what really is. And that's the thing that we do every single time. And I learn so much with all and different professionals that we have, all this continuing education within Doterra, is to kind of debunk a lot of the myths and what really truly healthcare means. So we talk about empowerment, that it's empowerment as a whole, literally talking about health empowerment. And again, the word health might be something that triggers people or just brings again the connotation of deprivation, but it's not. It's just basically understanding the connection of body and mind. And that is, now I'm bringing a little bit of yoga into this, but understanding that this connection, because it is part of the process. You can't help but to understand and be aligned with that when you start taking care of this physical body. It's really sweet. It's even, I mean, I know that we focus on the physical body, but it's the best part is not that. It's what comes with it eventually. And it doesn't take that long, right? It doesn't take that long. All of us here have been doing this work and going on this journey for a few years now. And every single person that I've been honored to help has been, well, they help themselves. I've been able to guide. They have been through such a beautiful transformational journey, and that's what it's about. So making it simple. And on top of that, we're going to do giveaways. So you get some of the goodies given you as a gift, given to you as a gift for you claiming your power and also claiming your right to have this life that you dream of. So join us for the challenge. Please send us a message with any questions. And we get started on January 1st, right? First day of the year, 2022. We get on the very first day of the year. On the 28th of this month, 28th of December, which is a Tuesday at 6 p.m. PST, we're going to get together to do an orientation for the group and make sure that you guys all get into the giveaways for the month of January. Okay, so can't wait to be with everybody and just show you how simple it is to be able to stack this lifestyle and make this wonderful and easy and simple. Girls,
I wanted
anything
to
else
say
that you want to
something really
add?
super quick. Yeah, I do. Because I think people get a misconception of the fact that when we talk about our health and taking back our health and our power in that arena, I think a lot of people misunderstand that we don't like doctors, and that's not true. And that we don't believe in medicine. We do, but we also believe that there's a time and a place for that, and that, like Pam mentioned, our body is strong and powerful. And if we help our body be strong and powerful, it will show us amazing things. And we can heal our body in amazing ways. All we need to do is support that immune response, support that inflammatory response, which is healthy. We just need to support these in the healthy ways. And you know what?
Yeah.
If it gets out of control, we know where to go. We know where to turn to at that point. So
We love
I just,
doctors. We need
yeah,
you,
we
doctors. We
and they
have a
have to
whole
want to.
team of
Yeah,
doctors.
we have a whole team of doctors that believe
Yeah.
in essential oils with us. So we
Yes,
love
agreed.
doctors and nurses and health professionals. We love you.
Yes, and they're the ones that do all the research and they develop the technologies that are available to us within these products, right? So yes, it's beautiful to see how this has been developing, and it's just the beginning. But you're going to be able to learn a little bit more about that every Monday. We're gonna touch on epigenetics and the connection that we have with some of the supplements that we have within the challenge. So it's going to be a mini school uh, in January. It will be super
A
cool.
fun school.
A fun school. Yeah, no, that's another word, right? School. We go to school. Can't wait to get out of school, and then here we are talking about school. But it's a school of life, like real, true learning that you really need for life. Well,
That's great.
thank you. Anything
Thank
else you
you.
want to add?
Happy holidays.
Yeah. Stay
Happy
healthy, be safe, happy
holidays!
holidays.
Yes. Love you all. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for being here.
Yes.